So this is my outboard setup with an old Evernote 150 Fit motor, not the very popular one, but it works fine for me for now. I have a Jackplate. It's a what must be 8-inch offset from the back. It has a, I think it's 5-inch, at least 5-inch raise possibility. It is at the lowest point now, and the green pointer here is aligned with the bottom of the Maxim 20 feet boat that I have. So I did have another engine on this one previously, where the water intake was in the lower part of this section of the gear housing. It was a high performance Mercury outboard. The water intake there was quite not sensitive for lifting height. I have deleted some of the original holes here by epoxy. I actually drilled an extra one here, and the one with the white, you can see the sieve inside here, is the originally one. The one left originally, I had drilled this one because there was space for drilling an extra one. I also have a water pickup here. It goes up to a one in each side, which goes up to this filter here, because what I had issues with the Mercury high performance low water pickup was it was sensitive for sieves, seaweed and things like that. So I invented this system here, where the hose goes in here and drilled in just before the water pump. So it works quite nice, but I still have the issue here. If I raise this one too much, it will start sucking air. So what I have in my dashboard is a water pressure gauge detecting the water pressure that the water pump gives to the motor. This is a connection inside here with a water hose going up to my dashboard, indicating the pressure for the water, the cooling water to the motor. So what I do is I raise the motor, and when I see the water pressure starts dropping, if it starts fluctuating, I know I'm getting to a point here where I'm getting air in these 2 points. Actually also found on this engine here there was a drain plug up here, which I plugged with a screw, because this was also venting air in here. It helped a little bit, but it is still sensitive for racing, because you can see the line here is just around where the two inlets are in this area. So what now I'm trying to do now, I would like have available to lift it even higher than I can. I cannot lift it very much. It is the, I think the, what we call cavitation plate here is about at least 4 inches, 100 millimeters from the alignment of the bottom of the boat. And it works quite nice to all purposes, water skiing, sailing, accelerating, things like that. That's fine. But I'll now go and raise it to the maximum so you can see how high it can go, but I can't sail that high, not with these two here. Then I need to modify or build on a housing, or maybe even block them and just rely on my my boat water supply. That was my thought, maybe experimenting by blocking these two and just relying on this one. But I'll raise it up to the highest point I can get. At this point, I will get air. It'll get air into the this area, and the pressure will drop, and I'll get overheated in my engine. I tried that a couple of times. There's a temperature sensor. It starts beeping a lot, so I cannot raise it very much. But this is, for me, this is a good way of running at low water level, for example. I would like to have a better able to run it at a higher lift, but it will start taking air into the cooling. So this is something you have to consider when you start lifting your engine at a certain point. This area here get critical with this alignment here. There's a high difference here. You will not get, even though the boat will sail in an angle, we will not get water coverage on these two inlets permanently. I'll see when I'm lifting it, maybe 2 inches from the below. I think that's my critical point. It can go 3 inches higher than that, but 2 inches from the lowest point, that's where I start seeing my water pressure fluctuating a lot. So when it drops too much, I lower it a bit. But even though I can find a place where I can get this 150 Evolution fit two-stroke engine to push this boat, 20 feet boat with a speed of 44 knots, it must be. So, okay, just to illustrate things you have to consider when you just lift your engine higher. It's relatively easy done with this this jack plate. So, but it'll be the cooling, that is the critical thing to consider here. So that's it. Thank you for now.